Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I make my own custom textured wall art. So a while back I posted over on Instagram how I was making my own wall art, and I've gotten a lot of questions on how I did that and how I made it. So I'm going to be showing you guys today how I did that. So if you're new here, my name's Noelle. I make new videos every single week on home decor, DIY home decor, and how to make your home look high-end on a budget. So if you like that kind of video, then definitely hit the subscribe button and go ahead and stick around, and we're going to jump into the video today. So I'm going to be showing you guys two different methods of how to make this textured art. They're very similar, but the second option that we're going to do is going to be a little bit more in depth. So it'll just have a little bit more texture and be a little something more special. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this first piece. I'm just going to be using this old canvas that I have from when I was in college. So we're going to be redoing this today. So that's really awesome that we're going to reuse a piece that we already have, so that's cutting down on cost. So then we're going to use this joint compound, a couple different paints, and I actually picked up these, I don't know what these are technically called. They're like little spatulas, like painting spatulas. So I picked up this pack at the Dollar Tree actually, so that was really awesome. So the first thing we're going to do is take out a good scoop of this joint compound and mix it with a color of paint. For this first piece, I'm going to go in with a little bit of a darker color. I kind of want it to be more of like a moody color palette. So I'm going to go in with like some blacks and browns and just really make it more of a moody art piece. So now I've got this all mixed up, I'm just going to start applying it all over the canvas so that we have a really nice base coat to work with, and so that all of the text that's on the canvas already will be covered up. You don't need to put it on perfect because you want it to have that nice textured look to it. So we're just going to put it on up and down, side to side, give it some swoops, anything to just add some character. You want to make sure not to lay it on too thick so that your dry time isn't too long. So just a nice thin coat. What's really great about this kind of art is that you really can't mess it up. You just keep on spreading it out, and if you think that you messed up, it's okay, because it's just going to add more texture and more depth, and that's what we're going for in this kind of piece of art. And the joint compound is very forgiving, so if you accidentally scrape it off, then you can just take your spatula and smooth it back out, and it'll be good as new. To add more depth, I'm just going to mix a little bit less of the black in with the joint compound so that we end up with a nice dark gray color to mix into this, so that it's got a little bit more dimension with the colors. I don't really have a method to this. I'm just going in and adding in a little bit of the lighter color wherever I think that it should go. I'm going to mix in a little bit more of the putty so I can get just a little bit of a lighter color just to accent a few places. So here is the finished piece of artwork. It looks so good, I think. I think it looks super high-end, and it looks like it would cost so much money, but really it only cost us like less than $10 because the joint compound was like $7 something, and I already had the canvas and the paints on hand. So such an easy, fun, creative way to express yourself and your personality in an art piece in your home. So you can leave it like this, or you can frame it out with a picture frame that you have on hand, or you can just create your own frame out of some pieces of wood, like trim pieces. I personally am just going to leave it like this because I think the raw edges like that just give it a really cool like gallery look. So I'm very excited to style this in my home. So for this next piece, I'm going to go in a pretty different direction from the last piece. It's going to be white and bright and have just a little bit more of technical detailing to it. So we're going to go ahead and jump into it. I picked up this from the Goodwill and it was $4.95. So this really large art piece, it's really ugly and has like these pop out things on it. So I'm just going to take these off and then we'll have a really great canvas to work with for $5. So I was very excited to find this. So I'm just going to go ahead and take these little paper pieces off and get it ready to cover with our plaster. Okay, so like I said, for this piece, I'm going to do it nice and white and bright. So I'm just going to do the same thing as the first piece that we did and just mix up some of the joint compound. And I'm just using this alabaster paint sample that I had on hand to just give it more of a brighter white color, because the joint compound on its own, when it dries, almost has like a gray tinge to it, and I want it to be nice and white and bright. So I'm going to mix this up and just apply it all over the canvas like we did in the first piece, and then we're going to do something really cool to it. So let's go ahead and do this part. Doing this is kind of reminding me of like icing a cake, except with this you don't have to be as perfect. So that's really nice. I was doing some research to get some inspiration for what I wanted these art pieces to look like. I came across these kind of pieces. I'll show you guys here. But I thought that they were so cool and just added so much visual interest. So to get that same look, we are going to be using this hair comb, and I'm just going to be pulling it down in a couple of places on the art piece to give that same like combed detail of visual interest. So it's literally just going to be so simple. We're just going to pull it across, and it's going to add so much texture and make it look like super high-end, expensive piece of art. So I'm just going to place my comb here and start pulling downward. This is not all the way dry, so it's still gonna give whenever I press into it. And I'm also not gonna press all the way down because it has that graphic on the back side. So I'm just going to lightly go over this. So here's the final piece. I think it turned out so good and looks so high-end. I think that that comb detail just adds so much interest and makes it look just a little bit more store-bought. It doesn't look like you made it yourself. So sometimes I like that. Sometimes I want my stuff to look just nice. So I'm very happy with how this turned out and can't wait to style it. I'm sure this is definitely going to be a piece that moves all over my house. Since it's so neutral, it'll go with anything. So I'm going to go and style this for you guys. So that was the final art piece. I am so happy with how these guys turned out. I think that they look so pretty and high end. And this is a project that you guys can do for so cheap. I paid $7.50 for that thing of joint compound. I still have some left after doing both of these pieces, and used pieces that I had on hand or that I picked up from the thrift store. So this is definitely a project that you guys can do on a budget and get a really high-end look for your home. So that's all I've got for you guys today. If you like these kinds of videos, then definitely make sure to hit the subscribe button. I make new videos every single week on home decor, DIY home decor, and making your home look high-end on a budget. So if you like that kind of video, then stick around. Hit the thumbs up button if you want to see more of this kind of content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.